real, raw, uncut. What's happening, everybody? It's been a while. As you can see, got a nice cut there. Got sliced open. I've had an interesting last month. Or last couple weeks, let's put it that way. Still driving. Daphne's got a channel that has, I say blowing up, but it has been doing really well. She's doing ASMR. I think it's great. And I started doing ASMR too. I love it. It's fun. It's, I say on the show, we would record, live and everything. And I was looking for ideas, what to do. Well, this is always what I've wanted to do is, ASMR or whatever. You call it whatever you want. I like soft spoken reading books, that kind of thing, which is what I'm going to be doing mostly because I suck at reading and I've never been good at it and I want to get good at it. So what I'm going to do now is show my family how to record, how to make videos, how to get your thoughts out there. Just vlog. I mean, that's what this Triple Trouble channel really is. I use ChatGPT a lot for ideas, titles, thumbnails, all that kind of thing, all that kind of stuff. And I asked it, should I post, my new ASMR videos? And I'm just asking it just outright, like, should I post it on Triple Trouble, or a new channel? And it was like, no, post it on your channel now. And then if it performs really well or whatever, then you go and make that decision. So for everybody out there that I don't know. I have it under different playlists. I think it's cool, but I've also thought it was annoying to have a channel where then you got to go find the specific show or whatever that they're doing within that channel. But a lot of people do it. A lot of people will just make it their name, which I have another channel called Eisenhower World. So I'm like, I don't know. It's just all up in the air right now, guys. Daphne's channel, ASMR Artwork. Go check it out on YouTube. And she's also on TikTok. She had a video go viral. It's only like a 20-second video, but it was a good drawing of Stranger Things, of the characters or whatever. She did go pretty hard on Will, but whatever. She took a long time on it, and it didn't turn out the way she wanted it, but it's good. But yeah, she's on TikTok at ASMR Artwork. And ASMR Artworks with an S. That's just a separate one where she does purely ASMR. I don't know. She wanted to do a different one. She's all about keeping it separate. I'm all about keeping it together. But right now we don't know. I mean, with Triple Trouble, all we ever did was just record our daily shit that we were doing and hanging out and having a good time, whatever. So I'll back up. I have had an interesting few weeks. It's been about maybe a month now. Let me take a drink here and get ready to tell the story. I'm at a Walmart distribution center right now. Making a delivery. Just sitting here backed into the dock. So I figure it's about time I get back on here. Hopefully my mic is working right. Figured it's about time to get back on here and get back to the real talk, real conversations, get back into the zeitgeist. And it's just been hard. And since I started Daphne's channel, I only have so much time. I work full time. Right now I'm gone during the whole week, so I can't do any editing on the road. But I also haven't been doing any recording. But either way, it's like when I get home, I have to edit all the videos, whether I record some or she records some. But this video is going to be edited on my phone and uploaded on my phone. It just is what it is. I'm going to do a daily vlog. I'm going to try to keep it 30 minutes, but it might be 2 hours. I don't know. I can never shut up. So I started her channel. What was it like? A couple months ago? Was it? Yeah, I would say about 2 months ago. Time flies, man. It's already 2026, Happy New Year. I mean, good Lord. I mean, it is just flying by. I mean, whew. Yeah. And anyways, so I started her channel at least 2 months ago, maybe longer. And she's almost at 1,000 subscribers. And She's doing like 3 videos a week. So, you know, when I get home, I'm editing that. It's not that hard to edit, but it takes a little bit, you know, it takes a little bit of time, and I want to do it right. And so I've just like completely stopped recording. And I don't know, like, whether karma or what you want, whatever you want to call it. You know, I've had my own issues with addiction in life, and not just like alcohol or whatever, but I think addiction to wanting my life to be a certain way. I think everyone can relate to that addiction, whether you have a real one or not. You know, when I say you're addicted to, you know, waking up and wishing things were a certain way, or waiting for things to be a certain way, or thinking in the future to, I can't wait until they're this way, or remembering in the past, like, oh, that was so good then, I wish it was like that now. I'm like that a lot. You know, I had 2 kids, and when they were 10 months old and 2 years old, we had gotten a divorce. We were only like 21 years old. We were young, you know, and it was fine. I don't even need to get into the how and the why and the what and the when. It was just, they were 10 months old and 2 years old. My 2 favorite humans on the entire planet. And I stayed in that town, you know, Sarasota, Florida, where they live now, still currently. I stayed there until they were 10 and 11. I left, moved to Tennessee with my girlfriend at the time and her 3 daughters. And it was the funnest thing ever, but it only lasted a year. We broke up. I realized that, you know, I didn't want to make the same mistakes I thought other people had made in their life when I was younger. So I decided, well, we both decided to break up, and I figured that would make it more probable that I would be with my kids, that I would have my children. Later, you know, down the road, when they get a little older, they can choose to say, hey, who do I want to live with? You know, when they're 14, 15, 17, 18, whatever. And because I had a period in my life where it was like that, but I didn't make that choice because I felt like, you know, the option wasn't completely there. So I made that choice when they were 10 and 11. I said, okay. And then a year later, we broke up because I'm like, I don't think that's going to be the best way for my kids to be able to make that choice. I feel like me being single and alone, completely by myself, which sucks, by the way, but, you know, hey, it's only for a few years, you know, 5, 6 years, whatever. I made it like we were together for, a year after that. And then, so since 2021, basically 2022, I've been single, like, quote unquote, mainly because I've been on the road. So it's easy, right? Like, it's, you know, and, you know, look at me now. Come on, dude. Like, no one wants to date this, which is good. It's like, haha, positive, because I'm just waiting for my children. So fast forward to now, I've been just basically on the road. Luckily now I live with my parents, like, on their property, and my younger sister and younger brother, 20 acres, nice, cool, in Michigan. And I, you know, like, the time has been creeping up to get to, where my kids are now. Ryan's about to be, which you guys know, Ryan, he talks the most if you've, you know, watched any of the episodes. And that was last summer, and he's going to be 14 on the 25th of this month. And dude, and my older brother Jamie, or my oldest son Jamie, he's 15. And it's just weird because I have 2 sons that are basically 14 and 15, and then I have a brother and sister who are, she's 17, he's 19. So I mean, it's like, it's weird, right? It's like they're basically like the age of my kids, but also, and they're also kind of like siblings, even though they're aunt and uncle. So they just went down to Florida to see them. My family went down to Florida to see my boys, and I didn't go. I need the money. I need to work, you know, whatever. And so fast forward to now, and I tried to do a bunch of stuff with Triple Trouble Outdoors. Just, you know, I just started anything. I was like, I need to do anything. It doesn't matter. And the main reason I did it is because I'm like, well, I want to do ASMR, and like, I don't have the mics and the money for all that stuff yet. And I was just like, let's get the cameras, let's start it, and let's just do like as much outdoor adventure, because it like helped us get outside and enjoy life a little more. It really did. And then, of course, like anything in life, you kind of go like, oh, this is kind of boring now, especially because like no one was watching it. But it's not about the views. It's really not. It's about Like, am I enjoying what I do? And when you record and do all the setup and all the stuff, it's not as enjoyable, but that's really not the point, right? It's like, you have to find your niche, because there could be a thing out there that I haven't even tried yet that I could try, but I could record it at the same time. And then it's like a match made in heaven, where I might, I really like playing basketball, but maybe that's just something I don't ever want to record and edit, because I'm just editing myself, Maybe that's not something I would ever want to do, but maybe bow hunting would be. I don't know. You understand? It's like anything is up in the air, and you got to realize, and I'm telling Daphne this because her channel is just, she's going to make money, and it's going to be her life, and she's going to be an artist the rest of her life. And that's all she's ever going to have to do with her life. She's not even going to have to edit videos and nothing. Just record shit, send it to me, I'll edit it, and that's going to be the rest of our life. I can see that. It's already happening. But I had to remind her, because we've had these conversations like, well, I want to be careful or whatever, like I don't want to burn myself out. I don't want to do it to where I don't love art anymore. And it makes me emotional thinking about it. But it's like, as soon as she found her thing, I got the right microphones, and she started it, and we figured out the best way to put the camera, and now she's staring directly in the lens, which is so cool. So she's talking to you guys, which I've gotten better at already, whatever, but it's because I did it for so long, like holding the camera. She's gotten better at that. Like now I don't see her, we're always going to have ups and downs, like especially like a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years, but it's been a few months, and like I've just not seen a decline at all. And her spirit's alive, like in the recording. And she used to get annoyed when I would say record everything, but it's because she didn't have hits yet, so it's like, we do want people to see what we're doing. Like if you go to a regular job, when I worked at Walmart for a couple months, when I was like trying to find a trucking job in Michigan, it was wintertime or summertime. I don't know. I couldn't find a trucking job, and just like hardly anything around there. And I worked there for a few months, and it was like, I love customer service, but there was no, like, it was busy when I first started, and it was fun, but I worked in the garden center because that's where they needed help, because they're like only open for 3 months in Michigan in the garden center. And it was great, like talking to the people. And then like after 2 months, it just died down, and I quit, because I'm like, there's no one here. I'm literally standing at the register just going like this. Like, so every job, unless you're a loner, I mean, there's people out there like that, and more power to you, man. Like, I wish I could just like enjoy life more when I'm alone. I enjoy life more when I'm with a bunch of people, that then helps me enjoy my alone time even more. Like, so it's like, I feel like that's the more positive way to live life. I'm not saying as an advice for somebody that likes to be a loner, hey, live this way. But I feel like that means more when you can say, when I'm with more people, I'm more productive, I'm more creative, I'm more alive and real or whatever, and like just energetic. And then when I'm not with anybody, I can then use that energy and use that time to really like just reflect and be awesome in my silence. Instead of like, hey, I'm in my silence, now I get to do my thing, and it's all about me, me, me. And then when I'm with people, it's like, this is kind of annoying. So I understand there's always a yin and yang, and that's fine. But I prefer the latter. I prefer being with a shit ton of people and hanging out and doing that. And that's basically what happened when she started getting views, and she had one video go viral on ASMR artwork on TikTok. It's a Will Buyer thing, that I mentioned earlier, but it's got like 6 million views now. And like ever since then, dude, she's just like uploading on TikTok regularly, recording videos regularly. I've got all the videos she needs. I'm always a video or two ahead. And, it's just absolutely exciting to see. So I guess, yeah, let's fast forward to right now where I'm at, why I have this cut on my face, and, what's happened the last couple months. I've just been down on myself, like, still super happy about, being with Daphne and recording and editing her stuff and recording or whatever. And that's great. And it's exciting, but I've just been down on myself and going, well, I need my thing. But my thing, I will say, and I've always said this, is finding my clan, my group. That didn't sound right. Sorry, people. I'm peach, not white. But no, like finding my group. Just, I feel like, to me, it's always been when I've I've had a lot of friends at times in my life. It really only like for a couple of years, because then I had kids, and then like that's just how it happens, right? But it was always like 4 or 5 people, at least like 3, right? It was just, that was the best time of my life. So I don't think it just goes without saying. I'm like, 1 person's great, 2 people, awesome, 3 people, well, I mean like 3 people other than you. So it's, 4 people total. I think it's like the real key, like get to that point, and that's where you can be way more productive, get way more shit done, ideas flow more. I mean, you got 4 people, right? You go build a house. It takes you a year by yourself, which people have done back in the day, not anymore. 2 people, it takes 6 months. 3 people, it takes 3 months. You get where I'm going with this? 4 people, it takes 6 weeks. Like, that's just math. You build the wall all together and the bricks all together. It's a quarter of the time. A dirt. That's why the Mexicans in Florida, man, can throw anywhere, can throw a house up, because they've got a business, and their thing has always been stay together as family, no matter what. They live in a house with 10 people that's only got 3 bedrooms. They don't give a crap, because they're like, well, I only need to eat and sleep there. Eat shit and sleep. So what do I need to do all this stuff? I don't need space at my house. I need to be able to have a bed to lay down on. And then my rent and mortgage is way less. And then their business is too, where there's 10 of them instead of, let's say, 5 or 6. So they split the money, but they don't have to pay as much on the other things. So it all evens itself out. And then they can get a house done in 4 or 5 weeks. It's like crazy how quick they can get shit done. So backing up, I've been down on myself. Just in general, like, this is just me, man. Cause I want my group, I want my group, and I feel like it's getting closer. I feel like it's almost there. And that's why I'm starting this vlog, this just real talk, just raw, unedited. Here we go. Because I feel it coming. My dad and I had a 5.5 hour conversation last night. It was ridiculous. And it was one of the best conversations we've ever had. And I've said this already numerous times since I've started YouTube and since I've started making videos, just because of my like higher energy and positive energy that just creates better conversations with people around you. And this was still one of the best conversations I've had with my dad. And it really lit a fire in me. And, it just made me realize like, oh, like everybody has a message to give again, right? I kind of forgot that. I was like, I was trying to be cool and like, let's do cool shit. Let's go sledding. Let's dirt biking. Like, man, that stuff is cool. If you're like balling out and you've got like a shop with all these toys and you can just like go to the sand dunes and just ride every day for 4 hours. Like, but until then, I think it's way more important to have a connection with people, like a real connection, and give insight, receive insight, give ideas, give compliments. I don't know why that popped in my head, but give, just criticism, and receive all that back. I think that's the most important thing in life that we can do right now. Shout out to Ian Carroll, cause I kind of heard him say that and I was like, ooh, was trying to do exactly what you just said you used to try to do and don't do anymore. Ah, damn. So that's really what started it. Thanks. Shout out to my brother, Dane Eisenhower, EisenhowerRefinishing.com. He's like the best refinisher ever. It's fucking incredible. And, I won't get off on too much of a tangent there. So let's stop there. But, thanks to him, I've discovered podcasting and discovered all this stuff. It came from him, basically like, oh, here, listen to this, listen to that. And now I'm, red pilled to the fucking max, to the moon. Let's go. Everybody work for your own shit. I'll still give a bum some money. That's fine. But like, hey man, we shouldn't be sleeping in tents on the street and shit. We've gone too far. Hey, back up. Eric, I'm left, but now I'm like to the moon right. Like I'm literally left, but it would, cause however it just used to be with like the ideas but now I'm all the, it's all the way out there. So, but anyhow, man, just joking. But yeah, thanks to him, I found that guy and he just told me that. And I was like, oh my God, like that's what I actually enjoyed the most about doing these videos before, but I always did live. So I'm changing it up. I'm not doing live, not right now. I don't know. I probably will. But to me, it's like, I don't want to do live until I'm like monetized and there's like people on there asking questions and actually interacting with me. I keep making sure my mic's on, but it's not rubbing my thing here, but should be fine. But yeah, I just think it makes more sense to like, just wait, just put out regular content. And then once I have people that actually join the Q&A, then I'll do the Q&A, and it's easier. So then the content's better. It's full screen. You know, it just lasts longer that way, and it's much better. So yeah, it lit a fire under me. And, you know, I think that we all have something to share. No, like seriously, man, everybody. I don't care if you're, you know, I don't want to say I don't care if you're retarded or mentally challenged. I mean, whatever. But like everybody, like there was this lady that I saw that has some disease or something, and so then something happened, and then she got a speech impediment, something like that. And she's beautiful, you know, but it's hard for her to talk, and she like her brain doesn't like work like correctly, because I forget what it's called, right? Who knows? I don't know her channel name. I'll shout her out later after I look it up, but she really inspired me. This was like a month or so ago, maybe a little longer. And I still use that inspiration I got from her, because when she started talking, she was just like, and of course, like beautiful women. Well, I don't have to, it ain't a secret, people. Beautiful blonde women, beautiful any woman, they blow up quicker. I mean, YouTube is 70% male, so it is what it is. But guys are still right there with them. It's a little bit slower of an incline in terms of clicks that you get. Click, 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 click. Because we're about the content, they're about the looks, which they're not necessarily always about the looks. That's what I liked about her. Is my point. She's very beautiful. And then when she started talking, it was just like, I remember when I first started and how I talked. And it was just like, I just had to do this because I feel like everyone needs a voice. Like everybody. And that's why YouTube's so special. And this is my whole reason why I'm starting this, and what I want my message to everyone out there to be is find your inner self, okay? And try to quiet your mind and feel that inner self. And then the next huge step is to then try to connect with the higher self, which is the thing that, I mean, anybody out there that isn't just a complete normie, you know, complete just go with the flow and complete just follow all the rules and never think outside the box. And then there's people like that. There are sheep out there, sure. But I would say it's probably close to majority, but there's so many people out there, like, you know what I mean when I say find the higher self, connect with the higher self. It's literally, we all say it. It's all cliche. Oh, everything's connected. We're all one, you know, like it's not really a hippie idea. You don't have to be a hippie to be like, yeah, you know, yeah, like we're all connected. It's all like energy, and like we all like feel, you know, you go to call somebody and you're like, I thought you were going to call. Like we all have those deja vu moments, man. Like, so intrinsically we all know. And I think way more of us now actually understand that, like, no, this is real. And I think the biggest thing that we can do with that, sorry, I'm chewing gum. My mouth was getting dry. The biggest thing we can do with that is get out what used to be a supercomputer, literally. Like I was thinking about, should I use rear camera or front camera? Because, you know, the rear is better. But I'm like, dude, it's easier if I can sit here, stare at myself, just because then it's like I'm not actually just staring into the lens. So making it easier on myself. It's still like F8, you know, full HD. Anyways, it's like the same shit, just sitting here. And I was like, I just pull my phone out and just go. It's literally, we can all do it right here, right now. Now, do I have really good mics? Yes. They're $300. They're the Rode Wireless Pros. Go check them out. I did a review on them, an ASMR review, because I bought another set. So I did a review wearing the microphones, unboxing them. It's a great video. No one's watching it. You guys suck. Go check it out. I think it's good. I think the ASMR quality is good. But with ASMR, it's like a super slow growth thing. Like Daphne's face videos where she's got a beautiful face and she's all makeup and all that. They get like a few hundred views, but then her ones where it's just art get like 50. I mean, but you know, again, it's a slower growth thing. So it's more about, you know, making good content, creating good content. So, we've got it right here in our hands, right here, right now. Everyone's got ideas. We used to, like, it's so funny. We used to think before social media, you would see a guy talking to himself on the street and he might even be saying some cool shit or like far out. But like, if you really listened, like you would usually write them off. You just write them off. You just be like, nah. Dude's just fucking crazy. It's like, is he? Is the guy living on the street? I mean, I'm sure he's getting like free stuff. So it's, you know, it'd be better if you were like living in the woods, like fending for yourself, making your own food and, you know, whatever. But it's like, is he really crazy? Like, he's not doing the rat race. He's just walking around being like, oh, I got my food. I got my water. I got my whatever, any clothes, place to sleep. It's called the ground, you know? And, you know, it's like the thing we used to always write them off. Or that would be like weird to like sit there and like talk to yourself out loud. Like, I'm literally talking to myself right now. If anyone else were to look at me and be like, why is this guy just ranting and waving his hands? They'd be like, this guy's crazy in his truck cab right now. Truckers, though, they do the same thing. Like we all talk to ourselves out loud. It's kind of like you're alone all the time. But point being is like, if somebody just heard this without knowing that I was recording, if they thought I wasn't recording it, they'd be like, what the fuck? This guy's just going off. And I've done it before for 5 or 10 minutes straight out loud in my truck by myself, not recording. I've done it and it feels so good. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I just learned things about the universe. Like, how the hell did that just happen? And, oh wait, you can just record now. So we go from it being like weird to like talk out loud to yourself to now you can make like now this phone, this thing that we carry in our pocket everywhere, we can straight up just turn it on, press a button, especially with a good mic. A good mic matters, like it really does, but most people don't do it, you know, and still have tons of views. So it's like, you absolutely don't need the microphone. So just your phone, which you can get for free, even cheap phones, you can get them for free. Post it up with a phone holder. So what are you going to spend? $100? I mean, we all have phones in our pockets, but homeless people literally are recording videos and going live and making money. Like, it's freaking wild, dude. The homeless people just on the street. Hey man, it's my 900 billionth freaking daily vlog. I got nothing else better to do. What's up, people? And there's 1,000 people on every single time. The fuck? If the homeless bums are doing it, snorting crack off a hooker's butt, well, they don't have hookers because they don't have money, but you know what I'm saying? If they're doing it, how in the hell is not every single human being doing it? They see the point. They're like, oh, so I can make money just sitting here? And it's not about just the money making. It's about the connecting with people. And what seems to be the case, it's like a pyramid scheme, when they used to call them pyramid schemes. And the whole point why they called it a scheme, because everything's like a scheme, you know, it's just a plan, you know, and you got to like do the plan to make it work. The reason why they called it a scheme was because you literally would sell a thing just to tell someone else to sell the thing, to keep repeating the process, so that until everyone buys in, everyone makes a portion of money off of everyone else. And it does actually work. But the program is simply teaching someone how to sell. That's all you are selling. But like, that is a valuable thing, is to teach someone how to sell something. Like, fuck yeah, that's valuable. Now I've learned how to get someone to buy something without even actually giving them a product or a resource or anything. Just the idea of now they can go and do that to the next person. So they call it a scheme because it kind of is, but like, there's still people out there that teach people how to sell. So what the fuck? It's going to be a thing forever, and it's never going to end. So when you break it down, you know, YouTube, it's kind of like a pyramid scheme, I say not a scheme, but it's like the similar. And the more people do it, the more people watch, because the more people are on. Like, content creators still watch content, like a lot. And like, the more content creators there are, the more people that are watching, which is the absolute wildest thing. To me, that's like, because you think, well, there's more people on, everyone's doing it, why would I do it now? Everyone's doing it, why would I do it now? Doesn't matter. Do it. Just because. Even if nobody watches. The idea is, you're talking out loud, you're getting your thoughts out there, you might learn something about yourself. You might, invent something just by sitting there talking to yourself. And then, as we all know, you know, when more people watch, like if that happens, more people watch, it's going to be way more exciting. You're going to get ideas and thoughts out there. So that's my thoughts for the day. The videos are going to be exactly 30 minutes long every day, no matter what, on the dot. So I love you guys. I appreciate you watching, and I will catch you all next time. Much love. See you tomorrow.